Guys, I wanted to tell y'all something. Now, this is just me. Hold on, I'm opening it, Ori. Dang. Can I please open it? Please. Hold on, here. I'm giving you a pretty big chunk. Okay? Here, that's yours. There. If you don't want it, if you made me waste that little bite, little lady, you are something else. But I was wanting to say, flashing lights is my ultimate. I thought it was Through the Wire, which that's the very first song that I heard by Kanye. And typically the very first song that I hear of an artist, that it turns into my ultimate favorite song of theirs. But I think my ultimate favorite song by Kanye that I have heard, because I haven't heard all his songs, is Flashing Lights. Now, oddly enough, and I'm going to tell y'all this, and y'all going to be like, wait, what? How? When? Like, that don't even make sense. So every time I hear Flashing Lights, the song Flashing Lights, 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 Flashing Lights, 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 oh, y'all know I love drums. Anyhow, every time I hear that song, don't laugh at me, y'all. That song reminds me of Willem Dafoe. Like I said, y'all gonna be like, what? Why? How? But what I think it is, I'm thinking the reason why, and that song literally, like, brought my respect for him. Because when I think, oh my gosh, I can't stand this man, and literally don't know him personally, I don't like him because of the character. And, like, I don't even care that he was evil in Spider-Man. That don't even bother me. I like the Green Goblin. Don't know him personally. I'm just saying. Willem Dafoe as the Green Goblin, don't mind me none. That's not the character I'm talking about. I'm talking about the character that he played in Hogan's Hero. And I'm telling you, but when I think of Willem Dafoe, I think of Hogan's Hero, the movie, not the show. And where he was Bob Crane's friend, and allegedly, he killed Bob. The friend killed Bob Crane while Bob Crane was asleep. Bob Crane, was struck multiple times in the head, with a with the camera tripod. But that ain't even the reason why I think Willem Dafoe. I'm thinking that it's because when they, a scene in the movie when the friend was playing back the tape of Bob Crane. I'm just gonna say Willem Dafoe. So Bob Crane, Willem Dafoe, and two girls that they brought home, and they used to videotape themselves. And see, Bob Crane, oddly enough, If I ever met him and I was his type back in the days, I know that man was gone before I was born. But I could have been one of his wives. And oddly enough, I think I would have been his third wife. And okay, what I mean by that is because he, I think, was married 3 times. And like the first wife, I think he might have cheated on her or they got a divorce or whatever. And then the second wife he met, yeah, okay, so the first wife he met, they got married, they had kids or a child or something. And then while he was married to the first wife, he met his second wife, which was, she worked on the show Hogan's Hero with him. And so they got married and they had a child. And he wanted her to stop acting. So then, while he was married to wife number 2, he met wife number 3, which worked on the show with him. And wife number 3 was like, okay, you could go out, you can do your thing, I'm gonna go out and do my thing. And, you know, as long as we are home with each other at night, that's all that matters. And like, she was okay with him doing his thing, he was okay with her doing her thing. What made them get a divorce, based on the movie, because I don't know these people personally, what made them get a divorce was because she wanted to go back to acting. She wanted to go back in the showbiz, and he's like, no, you're a mother now. You can't, like, no, you can't act right now because you have a child. And that's literally what caused them to get a divorce. Like, not even the fact that, like, that they were in it, because she, I think, wasn't entertaining people after she had a baby, but she knew that he was still entertaining people. But what caused the divorce was she wanted to go back to work, and Bob Crane was like, no, because is his real name, or was that the character's name on the show? No, the character's name was Hogan. Sorry. Of course, it was Hogan's Hero. Duh. Sorry, guys. Just look over me. But yeah, so, but Flesh and Light by Kanye West makes me think of Willem Dafoe. And when I think of Willem Dafoe, I think of Hogan's Hero, the movie. Because he was the friend in the movie. So I just thought that was interesting. That I don't like, and I don't know Willem Dafoe personally. I don't. He seemed like he could be a nice older gentleman. He actually reminds me of my ex-boyfriend. And I know y'all like, your ex-boyfriend? Like, have you seen? He reminds me of my ex-boyfriend. People that know me personally would understand what I'm talking about. Anyhow, but yeah, my ex, he was a nice gentleman, and but anyways, and Willem Dafoe seemed like he would be a nice gentleman, but it's like I take things personally sometimes. Like, don't get me to hate you as a villain. Who else did I turn against? Just like literally, like I know actors or cause like I'm gonna say okay. So 2 things. If I would have knew about what was that movie? that Johnny Depp and Amber Heard was in. I haven't seen it. But that movie, if I knew how he was a dirty old man behind the scenes with Amber, but she was a willing participant. She was a volunteer baby, and he was a dirty old man, and it worked out. But at the end, he paid greatly, multiple. Like, I'm not saying anybody deserves to be abused, because definitely not. Equality. If you hit him or if he hits her, whoever hit who needs to be charged and in trouble. So, because she was abusive to him physically for years, he's a man, a well-established man. Like when literally Amber Heard was born in 85. I was born in 83. Johnny Depp started acting in 85. And that movie, we don't talk about Bruno. We don't talk about that one. Because fuck Johnny and fuck Frederick. If y'all know what I'm saying it with my big chest. Literally. I don't do water beds because of that. See, I'm about to get mad. I don't do water beds because of Johnny and fucking Frederick. Fuck them. All the way to hell. Anyhow, I digress. So, I didn't know. Basically, I didn't really know who Johnny was in the movie. My mama loves scary movies. Like I said, 85 is when Johnny started doing 21 Jump Street. Loved 21 Jump Street. Watched it I think it used to come on Fridays. Whenever it came on, watched it. Loved 21 Jump Street. Loved Night Court. I'm that old. So it wasn't him that I didn't like. It was that character. But if I would have knew that Johnny, because like literally it did not click in my head. Like I knew I didn't fuck with water beds. I didn't fuck with water beds, and definitely don't fuck with Frederick. But me saying that, it literally wasn't until I was watching the trial, and I was saying, yeah, and I don't like water beds. I was like, oh my God. That was Johnny. Literally, this was 2 years ago when the trial was. Let me think. 21? 22? 21. Yeah. 2021. And it's 2025. Yeah. Literally. And I watched that movie in 85. I think that's when it came out, 85. If it wasn't 85, it was 86. My whole point of me saying that, if I knew how he was, and this is him saying this. He said when she walked into his trailer, he cause his legs was crossed, and he kicked his leg up and kind of kicked her dress up and was like, ooh. And then she was just like, stop. Like I said, he was a dirty old man, but she was also a willing baby. And I'm only saying willing baby because sugar baby. Because it was obvious. It was all about the Benjamins. Of course, the lead actor, and I'm literally playing your love interest in the movie. Okay, I don't care about your home life. Like, I wouldn't do that because I'm not no home wrecker. I'm really not. I don't want to be with a guy that is with somebody else and that person don't know that he is stepping out. Step in the name of love. No. I always say that if I could be, I would want to be polyamorous. I would love to be in a polygamous marriage. Now, me saying that does not mean that I want to be with anybody else. When I say I want to be in a polyamorous relationship, I would love for a second, well, I would love for Gary to have another girlfriend so that if he wants to go out to do like fun stuff and all that, then he would have somebody to go, because I don't like going outside. I hate outside. Like, it makes me so, like, I don't even want to go out on the porch. And it's not depression, it's I have never liked it outside. Never. I don't like it. But I do go outside. I have to go outside. I got kids. But that don't mean that I enjoy outside. So, with all that said, I would love, like, if it was just somebody like that. And then, like, if there was any romantic things, because I do believe that I am asexual. I do. I love love, but I don't need love. Like, I only wanted to be in a relationship. I literally only wanted to get married. Just to have kids. Not to be with anybody. I didn't even want the guy. I literally wanted to live from Liv's life or whatever. Like, and it's so, okay, so let me finish that quote because another one popped in my head. So, with Liv, with AJ and Kaylani, she had babies, knowing that she was going to be a single parent. She probably knew, she probably thought that, okay, well, if I get pregnant, and I tell the guy that, oh, I'm pregnant, he might want to be with me. I don't know. I don't know what she's thinking. I'm not clocking her miles by any means. Don't clock my miles, and I'm not clocking hers. So whatever she thought, her reason, because I didn't watch her when she was pregnant. Like, I watched Liv when she had the first three and when she was still with Gerard. And that was during when she was like Liv was battling Chrissy, Strong Mama Chrissy. And then she started battling with Melisandre, Melly. And I was like, okay, so you're just a bully. You're just, okay, yeah. I'm not going to watch you. So I stopped watching Liv. And I continue watching Strong Mama Chrissy. And I continue watching Melisandre. And then, Strong Mama Chrissy, when she was pregnant with Onyx, I started fading off from her channel. And then I seen that she had the baby and I went on her channel because I think in that video she was showing him for the first time, and she was telling people what his name was. And that her husband, he literally still didn't want to come back home, and he was with another woman. Anyhow, all of that jazz. And so I stopped watching her, but continue watching Melisandre. And up to, I want to say 2023, I watched Melly all the way up to that. And I honestly, like, if I catch her live, I'm in there. I'm in there. If I see her post something, what it was, it's like I didn't stop watching her because I didn't want to watch her. It was just I started watching other videos, and then she got lost in my timeline. Like, YouTube stopped recommending her videos, and I don't go on on my subscriptions, on my not subscribers, on the people I'm subscribed to. I don't go in that little tab to see who got a new video. I literally watch videos based on recommendations, and because I didn't watch hers, like, I guess for so long, like, I will say the 3 to 4, no, maybe, okay, so the people that, if I do go in, the people I'm subscribed to, there's 4 people that I always see if they got a video, and that is K, Rambling K, Boston, Boston. Well, I don't really look for her videos, but if I see that she got a new video, I love Boston Girl. Crap, I forgot the zip code, or it's like Boston Girl 495. I don't remember what her full thing is. She's single mom by choice. Love her channel, and she is battling a type of cancer. I forgot. It starts with an M. So I do watch her video because I love to keep up with her, and, and her daughter, and, and her mom and all that. But I don't know her mom. Like, but I'm saying, her mama helps her out with Ava, her daughter. And I love to, but if I'm not mistaken, I'm thinking Boston Girl was my very first subscriber outside the people that I knew. I think she was. In 2015. I think she was my first subscriber outside of people that I personally knew. The girls was 2. I think Ava was about to turn 1 at that time. So, because I started YouTube, like, started watching and then posting on my channel. Like, I started watching YouTube July 2015, but that was because I was recovering from double brain surgery, and so I was in bed. I didn't know it was going to be a month, but I was in bed for a month, and recovering. Still not fully recovering. That was almost 10 years ago. July will be 10 years. But anyway, I won't go into that because that's a whole rant by itself. But yeah, I was just wanting to say that about flashing lights. So Rambling K, Boston Girl, and then Boss Lady T. The everyone's. I love her. And she usually, I love watching, I loved watching her channel when she broke down all the Tyler Perry shows, because I don't have cable. So I'm living vicarious through her, and she's a great storyteller. And then from there, from Rambling K, I found Queen Bianca Brooks, which I don't watch her channel anymore. I don't even know if she still posts. And then through Rambling K, I found um, poetry. Oh crap! What was her channel? Oh, what is her name? My Twisted Life. Um, My Twisted Poetry Life. I forgot what it's called. She changed her name to something. She might just be My Twisted Life, but I think she used to be My Twisted Life of Poetry. So um, I was there when she, and then I think I felt my bestie, Share Slice of Life, felt her through Kay, and we're still friends now. Love her down boots. Um, and then I met, and of course, Kay's mama, Valerie, that's Auntie Val, and see, Auntie Val. Who else did I meet through Rambling K? Did I meet CG through Rambling K, or did I bring? Oh, I can't remember. I miss CG, guys. I do. I miss, like, I know y'all were just friends on YouTube, and like, I'm telling you, I don't know where in her history of family or my history of family we're kin somewhere, and it's not proven that we are. I'm saying I literally, I don't care what nobody's saying. Like somewhere in our family history, it crosses over somewhere, because I had a very special bond with her. For me, only knowing her for like a couple of months, um, it might even have been a year. I think I knew her for like maybe a year, going on 2 years before she died. Like, I can't even explain. Like, when she died, I literally felt like I lost a family member, because I feel like somewhere in the history, somewhere in our family tree, it meets. Like, and I don't mean like, oh, everybody's the same, we're all kin, da da da. No, I'm talking about like real, like maybe her great uncle might have married my great aunt. Like, I'm feeling like it's like that. Like, I don't know, cuz she don't really know her history, because her mama's cousin adopted her when her mama passed away. And um so I don't think she knew her full history, or she only knows the history that was told to her. And I feel like that's the same with me, that I don't know my full history. Like, even though, like, my mama, she, I was with my mama until I was 16. And then I was in state custody. And then I aged out of the system. And I found her when I was 18. We went to a homeless shelter. And then I became my own child because I was in school. Then I was just like independent. And she was in and out of my life. Like, when I say in, like once I became an adult, I knew where she was. But she was still doing her, and up to August she was still doing her. But yeah, so she got killed in August 24. And I don't know much about my history. I only know what she told me. I only know what my daddy told me. But the problem is, um, my mama drunk for so many years. Her memory was bad. My daddy, same thing. Didn't know he drunk. Literally, and I know y'all probably think that I'm lying. Like, my daddy left when I was like 7. So, he was in my life until age 7. And then, at age 7, which he really left like maybe around 6, 6 years old. Because I think I might have been in kindergarten or first grade. So like around 6 or 7. And then I remember the last time I seen him. It was my birthday. I think it was my 8th birthday because he came to Knoxville for my 8th birthday. And I remember because I remember I was spending the night with my cousins, which is his cousin, but I don't know how we're cousins, but like they really was cousins, and I'm only saying that they really, cause like black people, most of us I we have a lot of aunts, we have a lot of cousins that we're not really related to, but like I think we were like really related to that cousin, but I always called her my aunt, and her kids are my cousins. I mean, they are my cousins because anyway. Um, so when he came down, I remember I was at her house, which our back doors faced at each other. So that's how close we lived. I literally lived directly in the back of that. So every day that I wanted to see my daddy, I just literally went out back, went down like to the back door to my aunt's house and seen him. That's where he was staying at because my mama had a boyfriend at the time. And I remember I was down there and I was asleep. And my daddy wakes me up and he's bloody from head to toe. And I'm freaking out because I'm just 8 years old. Like it was like my 8th birthday, maybe like 2 days ago. That's how fresh I was 8 years old. And he woke me up and he's like, "Give me a kiss." He goes, "I gotta go." I'm freaking out because my daddy's bloody head to toe. He goes, "No, no, don't worry. It's not my blood." And I was like, "But where?" I was like, "Take me with you." He's like, "I can't take you with me because I don't know where I'm going, but I gotta go." So that he gave me a hug, he gave me a kiss, and he left. And then, so that was like when I was 8. And then I seen him again when I was 24. And that's when I met my brother. And my brother was 2. So, yeah. And but about that time, he did his thing over the years. He was doing him. And, um, and then it was when the girls was, okay, so I got back in touch with him in 08. And then we lost, I don't know how we lost. I forgot. I think he might have moved and I lost his phone number or something. And then when we got back in touch with each other, the girls were 1 because this was before my brain surgery. Yeah, so the girls were like 1. And that's when we got back in touch with each other. And he met the girls. And then he had a stroke, which affected his memory. And then in his driving. And I remember when I had my brain surgery, the only thing that I wanted was just for him to come down. I'm like, "I just want you to come down." I was like, "I will pay you. Like, I will give you gas money. I'll put y'all in a hotel. Just please." And he was like, "I can't drive that far." Because he's in Johnson City. And I'm in Knoxville. So, I went in for my surgery. And then the surgeon came out, told Gary, couldn't get the VP shunt to work. I'm going to have to do a second surgery. So I remember in recovery them waking me up and telling me, oh, he couldn't get the machine to work. So you're going to have another surgery at 8 o'clock tonight. And I said, okay. And then he asked me, are you in pain? And I said, my neck hurt. Because literally, my neck did hurt. My head didn't hurt. But what happened was, at that time, I didn't know that they had everything in there. The machine just wasn't on. So the machine was in my head, and the tube from my head into my stomach, all that was in. That's why my neck was hurting, because the tube goes from my head down like my neck a little bit to the front, and then it goes down into the stomach, and it drains, and then I'm supposed to pee out the excess fluid, which my VP shunt don't work anyhow. But so when they had to do the second surgery, Gary called and he said, if Keita dies and you're not down here, like if you don't come down here, she can die, because she literally got to have a second surgery. But if something happens to her, he's like, you better just forget all about her, because you're her dad. She don't want money from you. Never did, and I don't. She don't want anything from you, but just for you to be here, because she literally had brain surgery. My mama didn't even come, but my mama later told me in August. Like I said, I was in bed for a month. So when I got back, when I finally got out of bed, and I called my mama, she was like, I'm sorry I didn't come to the hospital with you. But I didn't know. She literally was just in the building beside me. So when I was having surgery, she was also in the hospital. Not having surgery. She was in the hospital. Her blood pressure dropped and all that. But, so yeah, she was literally in the building right beside me. I didn't know that. But also she told me, while I was recovering, that a woman that I loved her so much. I called her my aunt. She ended up dying, and they had her funeral, and I didn't know it till August. And she died like the first week of July. I had my shunt surgery on July the 1st, 2015. And I think she died on June the 5th. Or July the 5th. Might even have been the 6th. I didn't know until August. That's why I didn't get to go. Oh, gosh. I didn't think that was going to make me cry. Oh. Anyhow. I hate that I missed it. But yeah. What was I getting at? I was talking about Boston Girl. Talk about CJ. I don't remember where. I wove off of the path and don't know how to get back, because I don't remember what made me start talking about that. Yes, it ain't important.